This video is for entertainment purposes only. We do not encourage anyone under the age of 21 smoking cigars. With that being said, this is Smokin' Sounds, a cigar podcast. So light it up, light it up, light it up. All right, guys. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to hit the music, and we're going to get this started if you guys are ready.
Good to go. We're good to go.
In 3, 2, 1. This episode of Smokin' Sounds is sponsored by Tuber Cigar Storage, premium cigar storage built for cigar smokers who want style, protection, and freshness all in one setup. Go give them a follow on Instagram at Tuber Storage or on the World Wide Web at tuberstorage.com and upgrade the way you store your smokes. Broadcasting from the tobacco pouch in Tulsa, Oklahoma, it's Smokin' Sounds, baby, the ultimate podcast for cigar and pipe enthusiasts and those looking to embark on a journey where smoke intertwines with whooping that trick. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean, one of the hosts of Smokin' Sounds, and joining me is a man who needs no introduction. He has the prettiest moonsault in all of the National Podcast Alliance. It's the Pipe Yoda himself, Justin!
Okay, so everybody, I'm coming fresh off the Burnside Brothers. You need to check that.
Burnline Brotherhood.
Burnline See, I don't even know the name of it. I was so out of it. So listen, we record that. It's on Spotify. And so we talked a little wrestling, a little bit of everything. And yeah, he brought up that moonsault business. Let me tell you what.
Hey, Brother Allen was a genius for coming up with that.
Oh, my gosh. And so you guys need to check that out on Spotify. But anyway, so great to be back here in our home away from home, the tobacco pouch.
SSP at the TP.
That's so I tell you.
That's the tobacco pouch, not the other TP. I didn't think about that before I said it, Justin.
It sounded good in your mind anyway.
It did, yeah.
But yeah, so we're home away from home here at the tobacco pouch, and we'll be bringing our very special guest here in a minute.
Did you say guest? We do have some very special guests, don't we?
That's
Justin?
right. We'll be bringing our guests here just a second. So just wanted to say hello. It's good to be back on Smokin' Sounds. We got the playlist. I'll be putting it up later. Smoke and Smoke. It's a playlist for when you're smoking cigars, lighting up the grill, drinking bourbon, hitting a beer, and talking smack, but not necessarily in that order.
That order, yes,
so
sir.
Here we go, Sean.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Joining us all the way from Clarion Cigars and Pipe in Clarion, Pennsylvania, weighing in at a combined weight of 388 pounds. Woo! It's our good friends and our awesome partners, 4 John's Apparel.
Yay! How you boys doing? Hey, boys.
What's up, John and Johnny? That's what we decided we're going to go
John and
with.
Johnny. So,
well, unlike Justin, we were not getting busy in a Burger King bathroom. So we'll start off with that.
See, Sean, he said that like about 15 episodes ago, and it's never. You don't know how many times I've had to explain to people. Okay, that's the lyrics to a song from Digital Underground.
So I guess this is a good time to tell Justin there is now a official T-shirt that is the Burger King logo, but instead of Burger King, it says the Pipe Yoda in it. So you have an official Burger King Pipe Yoda T-shirt now for sale on 4 John's Apparel.
Oh my gosh!
.com.
Oh my gosh! Look, John and Johnny, don't let Sean talk you into stuff. I mean,
that wasn't me.
Really?
That was Brother Allen.
Oh, was
that
it?
was us, yeah.
Hey, that was all them.
So you guys are located now. Tell everybody in the Potiverse where you guys are located right now and what you're smoking.
So I'll let you start with that. Where you're located.
We're in Northwest Pennsylvania, right off exit 62 of I-80, and it's Clarion Cigars and Pipes, right in the heart of downtown Clarion, Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Excellent.
I love that shop. It looks like a place where you walk in and they're already going to know our names, Justin. They're going to be like, it's the Smokin' Sounds boys. Like it's like we've got the tobacco pouch here. That's like the tobacco pouch of the North.
Wow.
Clary, I just feel like it'd be like just going home. Speaking of the tobacco pouch, Pipe Mike's sitting down. You'll hear him chiming in and out with his boys. Pipe Mike is he's a local celebrity here in Tulsa. Everybody comes to the tobacco pouch to see Pipe Mike.
That's right.
Not only was
number one, that's a bunch of bullshit. Number two, you guys look like burnt biscuits. What is in the hell is going on over here?
We don't know yet, but so I'm about to fire up Blanco Cigars, Blanco 9, and I've got a story about this because this was before we knew each other, gentlemen. So on like our 4th episode, we had Nick and Patrick on. We talked about barbecue and cigars, and Nick said, can I bring the cigars? He goes, I know of this cigar company. Because Nick is a veteran. He said they're veteran owned. They're a family owned. They make some badass cigars. And so he brought Blanco 9s. And from the initial light, me and Justin both went, dude, these are going to be fantabulous cigars. And they were. So I have had this Blanco 9 aging for almost 2 years. So I can only imagine what this cigar. So why don't you guys know Dave and all that. So John, why don't you give us a little bit of backstory on Blanco cigars?
Well, he has a lot of backstory to it.
Well, first, do you know how the Blanco 9 got its name?
How's that?
There were 8 other blends they tried before they hit that one, and that was it. It was the number 9.
Oh wow! So that's the one that stuck, huh? Just let me see a
Yeah, exactly.
And so now,
I mean, Dave's a great guy, very interesting. His family story is fascinating. I heard the whole thing for the first time last year, and from escaping Castro's Cuba to rebuilding his family brand and reinvigorating the brand and getting it going again. It's just a fascinating story. Dave's a good guy.
and now Dave is he's a patron of Clarion Pipe and Cigars, right?
He usually makes a trip out here once a year.
Okay, because I for some reason I recall seeing he was there not too long ago, right?
Last summer, I think he was probably towards the fall last year. So we're due for another visit pretty soon.
Yeah, so Dave, if you're listening.
Yeah.
We'd love to get him to Tulsa, but so obviously we got connected with you guys through Instagram. We were following each other, and this kind of partnership, friendship, just kind of has turned into a blossom to, I mean, I just absolutely love you guys. Feel like we're family now at this point, and we really are just so appreciative of everybody at Clarion and for kind of welcoming us in and kind of adopting us as part of the family. But give us a little, let's talk about how Four Johns came about. We'll kind of get the official business out of the way real quick.
Michael,
yeah, so I think it was up here. Over the event or what we were doing up here, but I was up here at the shop and we were just kind of chatting. Or we were down in Florida. I'm not sure where we were, but we were just kind of chatting, and there was kind of realized that there was no. I've always had kind of an artistic background. It kind of starts.
He not so much.
Yeah, you not so much. You not at all. But so I always had kind of an artistic background, and that started when I got medevac. I was active in the Army. I got medevac from Afghanistan. It started with my wife. She wanted to. She was always into pottery.
Okay.
So it started with. She was begging me. I was in the Warrior Transition Unit, and so she was begging me, like, "Hey, you have to go try pottery." She did it through college. She was like, "It's very therapeutic." I'm like, "No, I'm not for pottery. That's a you thing. That's not for me." So I started. She finally got me to a pottery studio, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. So eventually, I kept doing it. I became a resident potter at a small studio near me, and then my daughter was born. And you can't really be a resident potter when you have a newborn. There's not enough time for it.
Right.
You can't be in the studio every single day after work. It doesn't work. So in college, I took a graphic design class. I designed hockey jerseys in the background. Due to the circumstance of people who I was with, I had a friend who played on the U.S. women's sled hockey team, when they were competing for the World Cup of Hockey in 2018. And that was around the time I was also designing hockey jerseys on the side. So I ended up designing the jerseys that the women's Paralympic sled team won that World Cup in. It was just because at the time that team was not funded, so they're wearing the men's hand-me-down jerseys that the men's standing teams were playing. So they were literally using safety pins to pin up their jerseys.
Oh, okay.
wow.
So
Wow.
we're able to pretty much crowdfund to get those jerseys funded with. It was just a really cool circumstance. So I had all this background in doing this. I dabbled in photography a little bit. So there's a lot of other stuff that happened that kind of lead me to designing and being proficient. And I enjoy it. I always need some type of artistic outlet. It keeps me sane. So being up here at the shop, I was kind of talking to some people, and there was really no cigar lifestyle specific brands. So you see a lot of veteran brands. You see a lot of brands that strictly focus on, you look at golf, fishing, hockey. Especially in the hockey arena, there's a lot of specific pop-up brands happening. They really focus on that lifestyle, but there's really nothing for cigars. And there's just kind of like the opportunity of, hey, I can take something I love and enjoy doing and apply it to this bond that my dad had formed. In recently, probably past 5-10 years of having cigars together. So we're kind of started bouncing ideas off each other, and that's where we came up with the 4 Johns. And the 4 Johns exist because there's 4 Johns in our family.
Okay.
My son named John is the 4th. We all have different middle names, so there's not a junior, there's not a 4th. We're all different Johns. My grandfather was a John, and my son John as well.
Damn, that's not confusing enough. You just confused me even more, brother.
Yeah.
But
We both grew up with it. It was Big John, Little John, and then
little John.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So John, you've been kind of around or doing cigars for a while, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I started, I guess, about 2007, 2006, right before I retired. And I was hitting events at usually a famous smoke shop over at Easton. And they'd have the big cigar novel every year, and you get to meet a lot of brand owners, a lot of blenders and stuff, and just a lot of good people in the business. And that's where I met Dave Blanco. We just hit it off right off the start. But it's just a good crowd, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My partner at work was a cigar smoker, and he would always hound me. Let's have a cigar tonight. Let's have a cigar tonight. I'm like, it's 2:00 in the morning. Last thing I want is a cigar, And we went on a cruise together with the wives, and he's like, "It's my birthday. You got to have a Cuban with me." All right. So I had one. My wife had one with us, and we sat down, and we had about 10 guys sitting there smoking and having a good time. And by the end of the cruise, me and my wife we were hooked. It was just a good social thing. It was fun, meet nice people, and wound up coming out here.
Nice. So let's go around the room real quick. Justin, what are you smoking? We'll kind of do a smoke check.
All right,
I
smoke
forgot
check.
to ask that earlier.
Smoke check. So I chose a classic. I have Cornell and Deal's Billy Bud, and it has cigar leaf in it, and it has a really nice, solid, earthy flavor. The cigar leaf just kind of adds to its main tobacco presence. So for all my pipe smokers out there, believe me, this podcast quickly can be, if it's not for the pipe Yoda, this thing would have become the Cigar and Sounds, but we're not going to let that happen. The pipe is in the house, is in the hizzy. So we got so anyway, Billy Bud, if you are a cigar smoker and maybe you want to venture into pipes, but you want to keep something familiar, Billy Bud is the way to go. It's a classic. If they carry Cornell and Deal, they're going to carry a Billy Bud. And so definitely. So how's that Blanco treating you, Mr. Shaw?
It's as fabulous as I remember. I mean, the aromatics off of the Blanco and off of your pipe tobacco, man, it's just it's a great time at the tobacco pouch. All right, so let's go around the room again. John, what are you smoking again? I know you've got a Blanco. Tell us again what you got.
Smoking a Gambino. It's just a red label from Blanco. And it was a limited edition done for the Gambino family. And,
oh, nice.
I think we're the only ones that have any left, because last time Dave was out here, he was sitting open mouthed that we still had a couple of them in here. So it's a nice smooth smoke. and I'm just enjoying the hell out of it. So.
Well, now there's a story right there. A cigar for the Gambino crime family. Wow.
Well, wait, I didn't say the crime family. It's the Gambino family. They're very sensitive about that.
Alleged.
The alleged.
The alleged.
I believe it's like either a nephew or a grandchild, but he's kind of leaning away from that and wanted to just have his own cigar label. Hey, we just pulled up our pipe smoker. This is our local constable, Rich Frost.
Welcome to
Rich.
Smoking Sounds, buddy.
Welcome to Smokin' Sounds. Hey. So again, I was telling them, if you've not tried Billy Bud from Cornell and Deal, you need to try it.
Okay.
And
we have all the Cordell and Deal here, so we must have it downstairs.
so I hope so, man. I hope so because it's a classic. It's one of it's been a standard for Cornell and Deal like for a long time. So anyway, just really loving it there. So
I find that my wife enjoys me smoking a pipe much more than a cigar.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now I will say this: Billy Bud is not going to win you any friends or influence anybody, but it's a great smoke. By the way, folks, you listeners out there in the Potiverse, that sound you hear, it kind of sounds like a harmonica. That's the Clarion doorbell. They wanted to shut it off. We begged them to keep it because we think it adds to the ambiance. So if you guys are wondering what that is here and there, that's the doorbell for them up there in Pennsylvania.
All right, Johnny, what are you smoking on, buddy?
So I have a Room 101 hit and run. So there's definitely a little bit of cedar, a little earthy, start out a little bit peppery. So I can hold it up there so you guys can see it.
Yes, sir.
I'm also spilling Jameson all over the place to keep moving wires around.
I'm going to jump out for a second.
Everyone needs a hobby.
So I've got several of those hit and runs in one of my humidors at home. I bought several of them here from the tobacco pouch, and we had the opportunity to meet Matty Booth at PCA, and he is quite a character.
Here you go, Mr. Peter.
Yeah, I enjoy. Again, I spoke to you offline about this. I always I prefer boutique brands. I always prefer if I can support a veteran brand, I always do that. It's just a personal preference of mine. And as you may or may not know, Matty was in the Marines for a little bit. So we are. I'm actually have a shirt. We have a Ton Tavern Cigar Club shirt. And for those who may not know, the Marines were started at the Ton Tavern in Philadelphia. So I have one of those on our way to Matt right now. So hopefully he enjoys that if he's listening. Hope you get that soon. It should be there next week or so. So so that's why I went for the Room 101.
So Johnny, you were you Marines, Army? What's your background in armed forces here?
So I was in the Army from 2009 to 2014. I deployed to Iraq and Afghanistan. I was medevac from Afghanistan. It was a non-combat injury. So I was, my throat closed up, essentially. I got diagnosed with a rare disease, normally caused in kids, normally caused by food allergies. I was none of the above. So by the time I was brought back stateside, or by the time I was medevac to Germany, I couldn't eat or drink. They're not sure what caused it. They think it was something environmental over there, maybe something left over by certain people who may have been in that area before us, maybe other countries who we don't like. But we'll kind of leave it there. But so, by the time I got back to Germany, they had an OR waiting for me. So that's when I kind of figured out it was something serious. And as much as I fought tooth and nail stay in, there's a regulation that says, if you have any of these conditions that do this to you, you can't stay in anymore.
Gotcha.
So that was kind of it. So it's funny that I saw 2 IEDs in Iraq, but something in the air or in the environment caused me to get out. So it's funny how stuff happens, but overall, it's for the best. I'm still working for the Army. I'm still very fortunate. I work in an area of the Army as a civilian that helps keep soldiers safe for 20, 30 years in the future. So
excellent.
It's a really cool space I'm able to still be in as a civilian.
Yeah, that is cool. And he's working on a top secret project right now, Justin. I won't give it away, but it's pretty cool, and I hope he gets everything kind of lined out for it, because I'll tell you off air what he's working on, because I think it's something you would even be like, oh man, that's cool.
So
it does not have to do with Burger King.
So
Yeah,
a lot.
I'll say what I can about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So what we're trying to kind of do a proof of concept right now. It's a different type of cutter for those who can't use both arms.
Oh wow.
So kind of keep it right there. As you know, you need two hands to use a cigar cutter.
Yes.
And I have friends, throughout the years who I've made who don't have all their limbs, and because of that, they may not be able to cut a cigar, or they need help, assistance cutting cigars. So I was just at a work conference and kind of got my mind thinking. There are a lot of people from the VA there as well. What's an adaptive way that allows everyone to enjoy the hobby?
Okay. Wow. I'll be looking forward to seeing that. So now, let's get everybody up. But so people go to 4johns.com. What are they going to find there? What should they be looking for?
Well, they should be looking for Smokin' Sound shirts, because that's why they're going there. So we'll start with that.
Okay. And
but, yeah, that's the reason why they're going there. It's for you guys. But
Awesome.
But what they have there, what we have, is we have a lot of unique, what I believe is unique apparel that everything's designed by me, inspired by that little man sitting over there. That one, the one you can't see, who's hiding offhand.
Could be this old man.
Yeah, but so we have. We try to. I try to pull inspiration from everything around me. If I see an idea, I'll text him real fast so I don't forget it, and then I'll come back to that. I'll jot something down, and I'm constantly. My mind's, like I said, I have a very artistic mind, I think, so it's always churning up ideas. It's just, how can I turn that into something that people might want to buy?
And there's nothing like driving down the road and he puts a concept over my text messages and driving down and my Apple Play is trying to tell me what he's talking about. It's 14 millimeters from this, we're going to do this. What the hell is he doing? Oh, thanks, Rich.
So I wanted to ask, and you guys may or may not know the answer to this, and if you don't, it's no big deal. But up in Clarion, so what's kind of the number one selling cigar and the number one selling pipe tobacco that you guys see coming and going out of Clarion there?
Well, if I have to get Ahmed up here, but if you ask him, he'll say anything by Gurkha, because that's his preference. We do we sell a lot of All Saints by Mickey Pegg. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's out of Philly, and he's within like 4 hours of here, so he jumps up every now and then to come say hi.
Okay.
The people here tend to be loyal to the people they know, so we have a lot of Karen burgers.
Ooh.
And Bruce Bush comes up every year.
Don't tell Raul about that.
And does an
Yeah,
event with us. And like I said, they tend to meet somebody. They'll tend to look for that cigar when they go back. If the guy makes a good impression, the cigar kind of comes along with it.
Yeah, I don't think Justin heard that.
So I had to say hello to our friend Josh, who just came in. So what was that?
You missed the Raul, so you got to hit your smoking baby, the smoking text baby.
The smoking text baby.
They were talking about Karen Burger.
Oh yeah.
So sorry, John, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, go ahead.
No problem. Pipe tobacco, I really don't smoke pipes very often. I know we've got tons and tons of pipe tobacco down there. Let me see if I can get Ahmed up here. He can give you a little rundown on what we have. He's the pipe guy. He makes his own pipes. He can repair pipes for you.
Oh wow!
And if you come in with an idea, he'll come up with a tobacco for you.
Wow, man!
And he's also the owner of Clarion Cigar and Pipes, right?
He's the man.
I see him on that.
I'll see if I can get him up here.
Okay, yeah, I see him on that Fort John shirt behind you there.
Yes, that is him.
So Johnny, while Dad's getting up and going to get Ahmad, you also play hockey, from what I hear and see.
Yes, yes. So I've been playing since I've been 2 years old, actually. So I played up through high school, got hurt playing high school hockey, took a little bit of time off. So what happened was I got stationed at Fort Drum. So those who don't know where Fort Drum is, Fort Drum is way, way up north in northern New York. So if you ever see like CNN, where you see like the snowbanks in June and July, that's Fort Drum. It gets negative
wow.
40 up there.
Right on.
So when there's nothing to do and it's snowing and negative 40, you play hockey. So I started playing hockey again up there. So we'll get a med. Well, once Med gets on, I
Okay.
think we're trying to ring them in. Well,
So
I'll
how-
finish the.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so what happened is I got up there. We started the Fort Drum hockey team up there. Me and a buddy, we're both lower enlisted. We're not big rankers or anything. So we had a bunch of officers. I was not an officer. My buddy who started the team was not an officer. All of a sudden, we had all these officers. We're two lowest ranks on the team, and we're playing. And we have a med coming on right now, so we'll hold that pause on that thought.
Hey, how are you
Hey.
guys?
There you go. We're put these on you.
Look, we got the boss and the TV star coming
Oh,
in.
look at that now. See, we just think we're somebody.
Hey,
How are you,
you
sir?
guys?
Oh, we're so good. Thank you for taking the
I'm
time to
good.
come over and say hi to us, man. We absolutely love your
Oh.
shop. We cannot wait to make our way up there. We feel like we belong in Clarion Pipe and Cigars because it just looks like such a fantastic.
Definitely, you are the part of our family, you know. And you are Sean, right?
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean,
and,
Sean, yes.
yeah, and this is
Justin's on the
Justin,
Yes.
and there's Justin right there. So
Okay.
he's
How
our,
are
he's
you
our
guys?
resident pipe smoker, and they said that you're quite the pipe smoker as well.
Oh, if he's a pipe smoker, then he's my
Yeah.
kind of person.
So we have to know what is the big seller in pipe tobacco up that way?
In Peter Stugby, in tobacco.
Which one was it?
Peter Stugby.
Peter
Oh,
Stokely?
so- yeah.
Oh, the stock. Okay.
Yeah, Peter Stugby and then C&D. And then in pipes, I sell like, the Dr. Grabo is the most popular in the United States. Middle range pipe. And then Peterson pipe, then the 7 pipe, the Rosy pipe, and some French pipes, some Danish pipes, some Italian, of course, aftermarket, a lot of pipes, I have more than 2,000 pipes
Golly.
on my rack. And more than 1,000 different kind of tobacco, loose tobacco, tin tobacco, and I think I am the best one, not the best you can say. I am the bigger one in Western Pennsylvania in pipe and pipe.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I've
And,
seen some
then-
shots of when you walk into the store there, and it looks like a pipe
Yeah.
smoker's dream when you walk into Clarion there.
Absolutely.
Yes, definitely, And Sean and Justin, more than a business is my passion.
Yes.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
And I am last from 15 years in this profession in tobacco business. Not only the pipes and the cigar, I am also the chewing and snuff and cigarette, but that one is the separate business. But if you say total tobacco, I am last from 15 years and the cigar and pipes, wine shop, last from 10 years.
Oh wow.
Wow, man.
Yes, yeah. And
He,
you
li-
guys,
he likes to say that he sells an addiction. And I sat down the other day and I was thinking about it. And I'm like, it's not an addiction. He sells experiences and he sells relationships.
He sells a community.
And he sells
That's
a community.
exactly right.
We have
Yes.
community here.
Yes.
Everybody, you walk in here the first time, you might not know anybody. By the time you leave your family.
yes.
Yeah,
And
that's
especially,
Go ahead.
In this small town, Clarion small town, like we have you can say closer to 3,000 population. And,
Wow.
I mean, it's not that much, busy town, but still, we have a seasonally business over here. We have the cook forest, hunting, camping. Then we have the Clarion University, and then we are top one into state 80. So I have a lot of campers, a lot of visitors, a lot of tourists. They comes and give me the business.
Well, that's
More
good.
than a business. It's my passion. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you can tell that there is passion behind the shop. Just like with the
Yes.
Johns with their T-shirts, just having a conversation with them, there is
Yeah.
passion there, and they're
Yes.
connected to this community, and it's been so kind of cool to watch, as we've kind of grown together, people bringing on, mentioning Clarion pipes and cigars, for Johns, and I love that it's kind of something that we're building together, and it's exactly that. It's that passion, it's that community
Yes.
for this, excuse that we love to hang out, right? Because that's at the end of the day,
Exactly.
that's all this is an excuse.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started coming in here 4 years ago when my late wife passed away. I had nothing to do. And it's like, well, now what am I going to do? I'm out here in the middle of Pennsylvania. I don't know anybody. And we had a shop across the street that we lost in a fire.
Yes.
But I started coming in here once, twice a week. And we started talking. And it just developed into me helping them with social media. And now I'm here like 5 to 6 days a week.
Oh wow, there you
Helping
go.
them out and trying to get, and I just
Yeah.
I enjoy the company. He's become one of my closest friends, and it's just nice to have, and it's a good support sense, a good support community. It really is.
I'll go to them, but I have to, you guys want to come down to Maryland?
Yeah.
Maryland, like, no, I have to work. I'm like, you don't have a real job. He goes, no, I have to work.
Yeah. And
He calls me if I don't come in.
yeah. And Sean and Jensen,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I invite you two both guys come here in my shop and spend some time. And John Junior, John, you also invited.
Of course,
And
of course.
one day come and make a big show. Maybe
Oh,
4th of
yeah.
July or some big vacation. Holidays.
Oh, I would love
We
that.
love to, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
John's coming. I'm not sure I'm going to show
Yeah.
up.
and because
Hey,
Our days off.
I promise I'll keep my shirt on if we show up.
Yeah.
Yours
Sometimes.
is going off. Mine's going off.
That's not necessary.
Oh no. Okay. Okay.
We're very open here.
Yeah. Hey. No. With Smoking Sounds, it is not clothing optional. It is not clothing optional. Yeah. So we just want to get that out of the way. So anyway.
Michael has
I'll just say it's all Subarus in the parking
Yeah,
lot, so we'll leave it there.
Yeah, if you look at the parking lot, there's full Subarus out there, so we're open to anything.
So you guys, I want you to be able to speak with Pipe Mike here a little bit. So Pipe Mike, for
Yes.
all of our listeners, just kind of tell them maybe some new stuff you kind of got rolling in here that you'd like people to know about. And anyway, so you'll be talking with Clarion Pipes and Cigars.
Hi, guys. Sorry, I've been jumping in and out and running 90 miles an hour. It is the Friday before Memorial Day, so this place is absolute
Yes.
chaos.
I thought that's just because we were here.
Oh, well. No, it's chaos because I'm here.
Despite
You
the
guys
fact
can help.
They just want to watch us. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah. That's what it is.
So what do I got new going on? Well, I have a little Father's Day giveaway going on. I've got a thing with General Cigar. I am giving away a roll-around tool cart with a CLO flathead magnet on the inside of it. It's a 5-door tool cart.
Nice. Okay.
So by every $10 you spend with me on General Cigars, not all General Cigars, just specific ones, Macanudo, Room 101, Partagas, Hoy de Monterey, and I think Titan de Bronze. That gets you an entry into the ticket. Mix and match 4 cigars. You'll get you get to reach in the cookie jar and get a free one.
Wow.
Yeah, and that El Titan de Bronze Nicaraguan is fan-freaking-tastic.
That's an evil cigar. I smoked one. Now I have to smack my hands to keep from getting into it. I don't make any money if I smoke it.
Well, I blame Jay Furman because he's the one that introduced me to that one, and I'm
Jay,
so
if you're
glad he did.
Jay, if you're listening, yeah, it's your fault. Other than that, I got the new Profundo in, and it's on the shelf. I ordered New Drew Estate, Buenos Noches, El Tigre. Those will be coming in before too much longer. I ordered the new Oz family cigar, and I also ordered the Crown Heads Moonflower. So we're waiting for those to get here.
Boom! The new heavyweight champion of the world.
Now,
Possibly.
have you guys had a chance to try that Moonflower from Crown Heads?
I don't think they have up there yet. But yeah, so that's and we also have Josh. You got a mic in front of you there, Josh. You guys can't see. Well, you guys can see him, but he can't see you because of the way the computers. But Josh is one of our good friends. He's been hopping on the podcast with us and showing up and supporting us. And he was telling me the other day he wants to get a Smokin' Sounds hat off of 4 John. So I'm gonna have to show him how to do that. But so he's here as well. What are you smoking on, Josh? What'd you fire up?
Hoya Nicaragua Black. It's Maduro.
Yes, that's a fantastic cigar.
That is a great
good
cigar.
I discovered that about a week ago, and I can't get. It's like there's. I mean, you guys know there's so many cigars to choose from, but that is a fantastic cigar. Would you call that a budget cigar, Mike?
No, that's a premium. That's
It's a premium cigar to budget price.
Budget price,
Yeah.
definitely $9.50.
Yeah, $9.50.
Not
Yeah,
bad at
but
all.
yeah, that's still when you're talking budget cigars, I'm thinking Drew Estate factory smoke, Odyssey factory throwouts. I'm talking the
Gabapintas?
Galapintas.
Damn, I did it
Gabapinta.
again.
Gabba.
Actually, I did it on purpose that time.
Gabapinta.
That's Gabapinta. That's
Gab-
Somebody's on
That stuff will
Gabapinta.
mess you up.
there's somebody
Can you
here.
send some of those this way?
No, remember when I said you guys look like a couple of burnt biscuits? Now I know why.
It's because Tuber sent me these. It's for pre-rolled marijuana cigars. But I think you can put some big booty Judies in there and stuff. So that's
I may or may not have any
There's
background.
duties in there, man.
I don't know. You might be able to stick Crazy Alice in there, or
well, I mean, even like these little ones like this right here, they'll fit perfectly in there. But I digress a little bit. So I wanted to know. So what's the kind of weather like up there in the summer for you guys? Because I know it can get pretty cold up there.
It gets cold in the summer. We'll do a bunch of last winter. I'm sorry, we did a couple of negative degree days, and of course that's when my power kicked out and my Generac didn't start. So it's
Oh man.
just the way it goes. But the summers it gets warm. We get up into the 90s. We're in the mountains, but it's just comfortable. It's just,
so we're in that
worth the weather too.
So
We're
he
in that
gets the lake
wonderful-
effect snow up where he is.
we're in that
So
wonderful
he does get
season.
hit.
We're in that wonderful season in Oklahoma where we have to keep one eye on the sky.
Oh yeah.
Tornadoes are a thing here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just at the end of Tornado Alley there, so we get them every now and then.
Yeah, I thought we were going to get one the other night, but thankfully we didn't. So, all right, well, you know what, Justin, we'll do a room check. So I'm about, into the second third of this Blanco 9, still enjoying the hell of it. Great cigar. Actually, well, I'll pull up I have notes. Believe it or not, I have notes on this. So the 9 is made with the finest Oscuro Corojo wrapper grown in Nicaragua. The wrapper, which has been aged for a minimum of 3 years, has been masterfully blended with a
Wait, who's that master
Exquisite
blender?
blender.
Exquisite.
It's Dave Blanco. That's who it is. So it's an Oscuro Corojo wrapper. It's a fantastic cigar. How's that? Justin, you switched from the pipe tobacco to a
No,
little
so I finished.
vaccinated cigarette.
I finished my bowl of Billy Bud. Again, it's a Cornell and Deal classic. Especially for if you cigar smokers want to go over to the pipe for a little bit. This has cigar leaf in it, and it was just exquisite. Now I switched over because my bowl finished out. I opened up my little. I got a little pack of the Crazy Alice C Note from Deadwood Tobacco. And let me tell you, it is sweet, but it's a whole lot more earthy than in my opinion, than what you might if you've had the other Deadwoods. This one kind of has more of an earthy note to it, and it's a very kind of quick smoke. It's a very you don't have to invest a lot of time, but But yeah, anything deadwood, and the aroma, again, it's deadwood all the way. If you guys know that sweet aroma from them, so definitely, if you need to take a smoke break, but you don't want to necessarily have a cigarette, these would be just perfect.
And John, I wanted to let you know it is a family affair, because I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna try to get the camera. My brother joined us. He's sitting over here.
He's sitting over chilling.
He's not on the mic. My brother Adam waved to the camera there. My brother is
How's
here.
it going, Adam?
Hey,
There's my other brother Josh. That's Toss the Dog Cigars right there. But yeah, so it is a family affair here at the Tobacco Pouch, for real. I was so happy for my brother to come out and join us. All right, John, you guys go
Community
ahead.
over competition always.
That's right. You guys go ahead and give us a smoking update. How's the cigars treating you there?
I'm still about a third of the way through the Gambino. This will probably last me through the whole broadcast, but it's smoothed out really nicely. It's got a nice tea notes to it. Delicious, just a delicious cigar.
Okay, I
This has
missed
been
out on
sitting
something
for
here.
about-
Gambino. Do you guys like to dig something up out of the cemetery?
All right.
Oh, no, here we go.
Sorry, John. Mike missed
Oh,
the
here we-
Gambino part, so you're going to have to tell that again real quick.
You
Well,
guys
the
dig something-
Gambinos were never convicted of anything that has to do with any alleged crimes. We'll start with that.
Yeah, and I have a pristine golf course in the middle of Oklahoma where she dries shit to say.
I mean, from what I heard, he's a distant relative or a descendant of the Gambinos, but he wanted to lean away from that. This is just his private band.
Oh, okay. Enjoyable, natural Maduro, delicious, awesome.
I'm looking at it. Looks like a natural to me.
Okay,
But, I don't have any information on it. Just says
Yeah,
Gambino,
well,
Big G on it, so I know what I'm smoking.
okay.
For
The big
the
G.
hit and run, it's
That's exactly.
Yeah. For the hit and run, it's starting to smooth out a little bit. It's getting a little earthy, a little bit of leather notes. It's starting to get a little sweetness to it. So it's turning out really nice.
Yep. Well, it sounds like I need to get on the old interwebs and do a little bit of research and track a couple down and try them.
Yeah, these are from Blanco Cigars, the Gambino in this. And John's having the hit and run from Room 101. You know that one. You've sold me
yeah.
plenty of those. But,
Yep.
hey, Johnny, again, so tell us now, with the Philadelphia Warriors that you play hockey for, Blancos did a cigar for them as well, right, that you can get in Clarion?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's only available in Clarion right now. So a little background on the Warrior hockey. I'll start with that. So as I said, I started the Mountaineer hockey team. So this kind of I'll go off the whole story because it all kind of ties into itself. When I was starting to play at Fort Drum, we started the Mountaineers hockey team. It was a military hockey team for all the active duty guys up there who played hockey. Ironically, we had a general at the time who got stationed there who played hockey as well, Mark Milley, who became the chief of staff, ended up in the news doing all kinds of crap. But he was the only 4-star to play hockey, which is awesome. He started putting us on orders to play hockey against all the military teams in Canada. So every so often I get a text. It'd be like, "Hey, Johnny, can you bring?" It's Mark. And I'd be like, "Okay, I'm not gonna call you Mark. First of all, let's just pause there." But it's always gonna be Sir. But he was a really down to earth guy, and he'd bring up like the starting line as West Pointers as ringers for us. And we still lose Canadians because Canadians have hockey in their blood. But that's a different story. So that was awesome. But after I got medevaced, one of the first questions I have was, when can I get my hockey equipment down and when can I get my Jeep down? So they cleared me to play hockey, and all of a sudden I'm playing pickup hockey and somebody's like, "Hey, there's a Wounded Warrior hockey team." I'm like, "Okay, how do I get there?" And sign me up. I want to play hockey with more military guys because when you get medevaced, I went from working 14-hour days to pretty much sitting in my hotel room waiting for an appointment, and I was going nuts, and I just needed to get around people who kind of had the same experience as me. It really. So I started getting them. I was on the first Warrior hockey team in 2014. The team started in 2008, and they were going into Walter Reed recruiting guys to play hockey. So there were a couple actually Paralympic players who came out of that program. It was the USA Warriors. So I joined in 2013 actually when I got medevaced, and there was only one team at the time. So we'd go out to Chicago, we'd go out to Minnesota, and we did really cool events with all these NHL teams out there. Like when they had a Winter Classic, we go do the pregame skate with the Chicago Blackhawks. Same when we went to Minnesota, we do the pregame skate, and we go to all these different locations to stand up new Warrior hockey teams. So all of a sudden now there's a Warrior hockey team in Chicago. There's one in Minnesota. There's one in Columbus. And bring you to now, there's over, I think, 60 Warrior hockey teams in the country.
Oh, wow.
So during COVID, yeah, it's amazing. There's national tournaments twice a year now, and there's over 800 players that will come in for these national tournaments. So seeing that grow from a small, 20, 30 person team to an 800 Warrior players, it's inspiring to me to see such a small program expand the way it has.
So Josh had a question for you.
Whatever game he plays in, he always gets on the score sheet. Usually
Oh, wow.
penalty minutes, but he gets on the score sheet.
Hey, Dad had to throw that. He had
Some
to throw
things
that.
never
punch in.
change.
He's not wrong.
Josh had a
there's
question
still
for you
pictures of me
guys.
fighting around. Yeah.
It wasn't so much a question. I just wanted to say my son is currently stationed at Fort Drum, and he's
Yes.
part of the 10th Mountain. There, he's an infantryman stationed at Fort Drum in the 10th Mountain. He's currently at West Point, drilling the cadets there at West Point for the summer. And so I
Do
just
you know
want to say,
do you know what battalion he's with?
I don't know his battalion. I don't know any of that, but I do know. Obviously he's infantry. He just graduated from boot camp about 2 months ago at Fort Benning, and we went down there and put his that blue
Cord on, yep.
cord on him. Yeah, that was great. And so yeah, he went from Fort Benning to Fort Drum, and that's what he's doing now. But like I said, he's at West Point, drilling the cadets for the summer. So
Yeah, well,
he's
tell him
excited.
thank you for
because he
signing
says
up.
I will. He's excited. He says he gets to smoke the officers. So
That's amazing. I had an opportunity one time doing the West Point. So I'll never say I was an infantryman. I wasn't. When I walked in the recruiter's office, I said I wanted to go infantryman, and they go, "We'll give you $30,000 to drive trucks." I said, "Okay, sign me up," not knowing I would never get promoted. But I was fortunate, though. I was attached to a forward support company for Infantry Battalion, 2nd Battalion, 14th Infantry, which is a very historic unit up there, still stationed at Fort Drum. Both my deployments, I was supporting line units, so I still got to do what I wanted to do, be around the people I wanted to be with. I was and I'll always be fortunate that I was able to be part of the 2nd Battalion, 14th Infantry, Golden Dragons.
I'll find out that information from him next time he calls. But yeah, his name's Rowan, and I'm very, very proud of him. Incredibly proud of him. He's an amazing young man.
God bless him and thank him for the service.
And I think my brother.
Thank you for buying my heart.
And my brother, I think, is smoking an acid. That's kind of his go-to cigar, isn't that right, Justin? Is that what he got? An acid?
He got it. Oh, he came up to me at the counter and got a Cuba Cuba.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Acid Cuba.
So,
Good choice.
another question I kind of wanted to ask is, obviously, we love the Smokin' Sounds shirts and hats and that you guys are doing for us. But has there been a specific design that's kind of been your favorite, or has there been a design that you wanted to do that you haven't released yet?
So I would say my favorite design I've done personally is we have a 240 Bravo, which is a machine gun, which I fortunately did not have to carry because they're heavy as hell. But I kind of did like the muzzle of it with a cigar as the muzzle.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
That's a real fun design, and that's probably my favorite I've done. It's just something a little different. A lot of my designs are inspired by other stuff. A lot of Al Marcos and the inspirations. There's a really, really old hockey shirt that I saw from a company that went defunct that had something similar as a hockey stick as the muzzle. And I'm like, can I do that? Can we see how that is? It's an old hat. The company's not around anymore. I don't remember even the name of the company. A friend had it. He might have it custom made for all I know. That kind of was like, I was thinking about something too. I'm like, that seems like a really cool idea.
I'm excited you guys are hockey people. I grew up in Detroit, and so I'm a big Red Wings
Okay,
fan. I
there you
remember
go.
those two back-to-back years where the Wings and the Penguins played Stanley Cup finals, and that was a good 2 years. You know, I always made fun of Sidney Crosby. We called him Crybaby Crosby, but that's nothing personal.
Exactly.
Nothing personal.
No, that's
Like,
fine with me. I'm a Ranger fan here, deep in.
Yeah.
my daughter plays.
I'm a Ranger fan who. Yeah, I'm a Ranger fan who plays on a Philadelphia Flyers affiliated team.
Breaks my heart.
So
So you guys are closer to Philly then?
Whenever I
Dan?
see that jersey,
That
No,
sounds
that's
like it's an
Pittsburgh,
interesting
right?
story to me.
You guys are close to Pittsburgh, right?
yeah,
so
we're about
he
an hour
is.
and a half.
I personally live in Maryland, so
Oh, okay.
I'm about an hour from Philly, about an hour and a half from DC. I'm northern Maryland.
Okay.
What you got, Justin? What you got over there, buddy?
Well, I mean, this is this is just so great to have you guys on. So, a couple of things. So, I want at some point I need to talk with you guys because I've been thanks to the Deadwood Girls and stuff. So now I've been inspired by the Day of the Dead design. So I think I want to put this bug in here about having the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, type design, for Smoking Sounds or for whoever. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that or not, but
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
and so I want
Those
to
are
do
always
that.
fun to do.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to kind of put that, kind of get that out there, and also, speaking of Pennsylvania and all that, how close are you guys to one of my passions is how close are you to Bradford, Pennsylvania? Home of the Zippo lighter.
It's about an hour and a half. It's an interesting place to go. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I've driven past it a couple times. So we were driving to Toronto probably last summer.
Yeah.
And we came from here. We drove right past the factory. I know Med has a ton of Zippos here.
Yeah,
as well.
we've got
Oh, I
hundreds of Zippo lighters here. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I bet.
So I've got to ask, John. I saw on your birthday that your lovely son made a birthday post of a unicorn with your face on it, and I only imagine that maybe that was inspired from your granddaughters. I'm assuming, but I absolutely love it.
Yes, it was.
And I wonder why there's not a Four Johns T-shirt of that yet.
So there are shirts that exist of the popcorn.
Yes.
I'll preface it that he made the popcorn first.
Yes.
He started that.
I did that. Yep.
So last time all the grandkids were together, my son, my daughter, and my niece. Little did he know that I made popcorn shirts like all over, both front, back, sleeves, everything. We went to, I think, the National Air and Space Museum.
Yep.
And it took them like a couple hours to realize that there were popcorns all over both their shirts, all three of them.
I'm very observant.
So there's a couple pictures of them in DC walking around with popcorns all over the place, and he had no clue for a while.
And usually, if he makes something for the girls,
That's
or for his
awesome.
son, he kind of hides the popcorn somewhere. Hey, what's up, buddy?
And so what you guys may or may not know about world famous Pipe Mike is he makes a couple of blends of pipe tobacco, the Black Pearl and the Peppermint Patty. And
Peppermint Patty, unfortunately, has died.
it has died, but the rumor has it that there may be a new blend in the works by Professor Pipe Mike.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
So
instead of using unicorn farts and fairy tears, it's going to be mermaid piss and Sasquatch poo.
There you go.
Meaning, don't ask me any questions. I'm not going to tell you any lies.
I got to
A full body blend.
That's right.
all right. Sounds like it.
That's the Black Pearl. That will have you hoisting the Jolly Roger and pillaging people.
Nice.
Very nice.
We
we
said
need-
one of our regulars, Josh, sat down with us. And,
Hi, Josh.
Josh
Hey, Josh.
is he's personally responsible for bringing Chipotle to Clarion.
Oh wow.
That is correct. Thanks, John.
Wow. Well, hey.
Now I know you
Now
guys.
it's official.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys make shirts and everything, but what would be near and dear to my heart is I need to find a shirt that says "Emotional support tobacconist, do not pet."
Oh, we could definitely do that.
Oh, that's easy.
I was like, Johnny's
I think I was
taking
actually
this
saying-
right now.
Actually,
What?
sent him a text saying emotional support cigar
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 days ago, saying we need to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I am.
So small world, yeah.
When people come into the shop here, it's, I say, "Hey, I am your friendly tobacconist and semi-friendly shop manager," and they're like, "Semi-friendly," and I was like, "Yeah, there's occasionally one or two that come in that is like, yeah, no, it's not for you. You gotta go. You can't be here."
See, I'm surprised he didn't say it about us and Smoking Sounds, but
No, you guys are entertaining, so I keep you around.
Look, guys, look, we have officially made it. When we show up to the tobacco pouch and Pipe Mike has a sign that says reserved.
Whoa.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
Look,
We had to move
look,
furniture.
for John's design. Look at
Very
that.
nice.
Beautiful.
We feel like we are somebody.
I
See,
didn't want. I
You're
would.
like royalty.
Yeah, we hear stuffed in a corner.
I was. I was
You'll
reserving
see
the
people
domino
going to the
table.
men's room.
I was reserving the domino table, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna put reserve." Well, who's that for? Well, I'm gonna put. I jumped out there to the website and found that, and I was like, "Well, I'll print that off." And then that way, if they have any questions, they can come see me about it, and I will tell them, as I always do, in a very friendly but polite manner, this is not your clubhouse. This is my business, and I will set people where I want to set them.
Exactly. We're stuck
now,
at the card table, so
Yeah, next to the bathroom. So I'll put that too.
Nope, they're actually by the front door.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
everybody's coming in and out.
Okay,
and,
so what do these guys do with headphones? So now John, see, or Johnny, listen. Anytime you can displace the domino table, you know you're somebody, because dominoes is kind of important.
yep.
Absolutely.
So another question I was going to ask is, actually I thought Pipe Mike was going to ask you to make a Pipe Mike t-shirt, which I thought was going to be a brilliant idea. But
no, I'm not that full of myself.
maybe me and Justin just want Pipe Mike shirts to wear around town.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
But,
don't necessarily have to be requested.
We could
just,
definitely do it, as we've seen with the Burger King shirt. Pipe Yoda.
Yeah.
I know, man. So I'm gonna say, how many orders would I have to place to not make that shirt to make sure that shirt doesn't get?
We'll have to ask Al about that.
Yeah. That's unfortunately that's Brother Allen's. But so you guys, you got the Four Johns apparel, and you guys, Clarion pipes. You guys, now the one that you have behind you there with the mod on it, is that one that you only get at Clarion Pipe and Cigars? That shirt that's right behind you, or is that one that you can get on the website as well?
So we have certain shirts for the shop only. It's only available in shop. So the embed shirts. So the other shirt is a shirt that we have in stock, but the front's a little bit different. It has the Clarion Cigar and Shop logo. I think there's 5 exclusive designs that are just for here. And there's a couple more on deck that we just Clarion specific that are in the works or getting ready to go. And they're very specific to the Clarion locality. There's like the courthouse. There's like a local ghost story. Sasquatch is really big up here. Just in its general part of the country. So those type of shirts are only going to be available in shop when they come out. So Med shoots me a couple ideas. We go back and forth through the design process. Make sure he's happy with it. Usually have a Clarion cigar and pipe on the front, and then whatever design he goes with on the back.
Okay, yeah, because
Excellent.
I think me and
Excellent.
Justin were fortunate enough. We got a couple of the Clarion.
I got one on,
Yeah. So we were very fortunate in that regard. Yeah, we were able to get one of those. So that is just totally excellent.
And actually, Justin, I think you were wearing your Clarion shirt when you were driving us home from New Orleans, and our car broke down. So when we had to go to the Bayou Tire Shop to see Dusty Nose, and she got to wear that Clarion cigar and pipe real quick.
Yeah. So the Clarion pipe shirt was in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. at about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the morning, getting new tires for the vehicle. So you never know. So I know Fort Johns is. So does Clarion? Is there a way that our listeners can shop with them online, or do they have any kind of online presence?
We mostly have our Facebook. We're not really set up to do mail order or anything like that yet. We keep talking about it. We're working on it, but it's
okay.
A lot of moving parts to get going for us.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. I don't do that either.
Yeah. Don't worry. I've been on Pipe Mike like forever, and he gives me a dirty look all the time, but I can't see it, so it doesn't bother me.
They tell you about it though.
Yeah, he's the one that's least offended by my middle finger.
Yeah.
Justin just says, "I love that song by Criss Cross."
Yeah. The finger.
Justin didn't tell you he was actually driving when the tires blew up.
Yeah. See, that's why
I heard that.
I took a curb a little too sharp, and you know how it goes, especially at like 4 in the morning, and then you have to wait at the Pilot truck stop until the tire place opens, and man. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, definitely. So don't worry, I'm on Pipe Mike about the online stuff all the time. And again,
you guys are lucky I have Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
And we're even more lucky that he accepted our friend request.
Yeah, because we tell them we tell people that all the time. Say, hey, follow Pipe Mike, and
do you know how many
requests.
It's the hose I get a week?
Hey, listen,
those are the only friend requests I accept now.
They're very nice women. Don't bash them. They're very nice. They're very sweet.
Yeah, but I don't understand. I don't understand the language that's coming out of their mouths. Money, car. No.
They're just looking for a nice husband. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
I've been married coming up on 34 years, and I'm good. Thank you so very much.
So
Congratulations on that.
Oh my God.
I kind of want to kick myself in the ass for not bringing this up earlier, because we got to talk about something that we would all be remiss if we didn't bring up. Our dear friend Cigars with Angel. Angel has just been such an astonishing supporter of ours since we launched this damn podcast, and he's a true friend. And just if there's a person that you would want to be the face of the cigar community,
Robert Derby.
I think that Angel would be Angel. Cigars with Kenny, Cigars with Kevin. Those the three Cigar Amigos were some of our very first supporters, and I know that he's also been really big supporters of your guys's. And so I wanted to make sure that we did not omit mentioning what a just tremendous human being Angel is to the cigar community, to me as a person, as a friend. He's someone that I just admire dearly. And we also have Bob the Goat entered the chat. But just let me let you guys say a couple of things about Angel real quick.
Oh yeah, when Angel placed the order through us, I can't thank him enough. He left such nice words. I chatted with him a little bit. From the same area as Jersey, where he's living now. And just overall, just such a nice person. And again, I don't think words can express how thankful we are for him. I think it's the best way to put it. And for the support that he gives, not only us, but the entire community. It's just words, not something you can put into words how grateful we are.
Awesome.
And that's what I was telling Justin. I said, it's cool that, he was just at the All-Star weekend for NASCAR, and he was wearing a Fort Johns Smokin' Sound shirt. And I just thought, man, what a tremendous human being. That was just so kind of him to do and to support us. And so if you guys aren't following at Cigars with Angel and at Cigars with Kenny and at Cigars with Kevin, make sure you're following our boys, and I've got some other guys I'm going to talk about here in a little bit, but I told Justin on the way over here, I was like, man, don't let me forget to mention Angel, because, we get into these conversations and we get to laughing and having a good time, and it's easy because we're not scripted. So it's easy for these things to slip your mind, but I did not want to give Angel his due justice and get him some talk about on this episode.
Yeah, and that's not something we asked him to do. That's something he went out on his own and did. Like, going to an event like that, generally you're going to wear whomever you're supporting. We
Right.
got to wear, us and Sean and Justin, and put their faces on your shirt wearing that. How many thousand people are there supporting
Right.
us? And he made that choice himself when he's getting dressed that morning, and we're going to be eternally thankful for that.
Yeah, exactly. So as he was mentioning, Bob the Goat has joined us. Now, Mr. Bob, how are you, sir?
Hey guys, I am doing great. It's great to stop by.
Great to see you, my friend.
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
So Bob also now you represent the Tulsa Pipe Club, right?
Yes, sir.
And so Tulsa Pipe Club, you can join them on Facebook. You do not have to be live in Tulsa. But that's one of the very first clubs and that kind of smoking thing we were ever in was the Tulsa Pipe Club, and they have a couple of meetings every month, and then they have a Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. So Bob, real quick, what you've been smoking of interest?
I've been just hitting the Peter Stokkebye's Luxury Bullseye Flake like
Ooh,
there ain't
yeah.
no tomorrow.
Wow.
Just might as well be drinking it like water.
Wow, the bullseye. So now, are you aware of their other blends, their luxury Navy Flake, or their what's that other one?
Luxury Twist.
Luxury Twist.
Yeah, just give me the whole trio and I'll be set forever.
I mean,
give me nothing else for the rest of my life and I'll be good.
Wow, it's it. Now I out of the three, I'm actually the biggest fan of the Bullseye Flake because I love that Cavendish in the center of the little coin. I'm just trying to give everybody, who may not be familiar, kind of. But the Luxury Twist is different. To me, it's a different smoke. It's a very different type of smoke for my taste.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, we just we had Bob has joined us on other podcasts, and so generally we do these podcasts, Johns, and we always have guys just step in and just cover it, because they hear we're coming in and they just kind of want to come by and say hello and all that. So, so Bullseye Flake. So that is another classic. So Bob, I don't know if you've ever had Billy Budd from Cornell and Deal.
I have not, no, sir.
So it has cigar leaf in it, and so that's kind of my transition. I always tell them that's my transition from if you smoke mainly cigars and you come over to the pipe, that's one you should do. But I know you're a pipe smoker. Oh, somebody get that.
Somebody
get that.
Was it us? Yeah.
And Bob the Goat is smoking out of his Peterson Dracula bent. Is that a bulldog?
Yes, sir.
Hell
Very
yeah,
nice.
it is. Look,
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
Very
Getting
nice.
close to the camera there.
There you go.
ADS.
Beautiful.
I've always wanted one of those pipes. I just have not. Actually, I think Bob bought them all, so I'm gonna have to wait till they get another order in.
Yeah.
But because you can't be Bob the Goat if you don't have at least 27 Dracula pipes.
So is that what you're smoking, Bob?
Yes, sir. I'm smoking out of my Dracula.
I mean, you're smoking the Bullseye Flake?
No, actually, I ran out today, so I had to put something else in my pipe. I'm smoking Cornell and Dill's New Market.
New Market.
Oh, there we
okay.
go.
Is that it? And that's in English, right?
No, sir. That's a Virginia.
Okay.
It's Bright Virginia. And then Deer Tongue.
And Deer Tongue. So if you're not familiar with Deer Tongue, Deer Tongue imparts kind of a mint almost kind of flavor to me, I think. Am I right, Bob?
Different people have interpretations on it. It tastes different to different people. For me, it always tastes more of like a cinnamony.
Cinnamony. Okay.
But
okay.
for some people, it tastes minty.
Yeah.
It's just different palate. Yeah, it's a really good additive in my opinion.
So something for y'all to think about is because see, again, I always promote pipe smoking. I know we talk about all tons of cigars and we had the pleasure. So we just happened to see Lance, who is from Drew Estate. He's our rep who in this part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
We just happened to say hello to him coming in, and he was headed out, and we were coming in, and so definitely, of course, I'm all about the blackened. All about the blackened shade to black and all that kind of stuff, but I always promote the pipe tobacco.
My foray into cigars was filled with Drew Estate's factory smokes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've smoked more of those.
Nice.
Than I can count.
What is your
Now that you
favorite?
guys brought up Drew Estates, I'm going to have
All
to
right.
say hi to Matty Rock. I know he follows you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matty. Oh yeah,
Matty's good people.
yeah.
He's the first cigar guy that I had met at a dinner. We sat next to each other and hit it off. He's been a dear friend for 10, 12 years now.
Oh wow.
And we got to meet him at PCA in person, and couldn't have been
He's a
more
character.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh my.
and just such a sweetheart of a guy. And before we landed at PCA, I think Johnny had sent me a message or sent Maddie a message and was like, "Hey, take care of my boys from Smoking Sounds. They're going to be up there." And he couldn't have been kinder to us. The whole Drew estate. I mean, Jonathan Drew, all of them. Lance. Of course, we love Lance,
Yeah.
Mr. Steele, our job. But yeah, Matty Rocks is just a tremendous a human being, and we were so happy to have the opportunity to meet him in person. And a character. I that's an understatement, man. He is just an awesome individual.
So you got that's awesome. See again, this is just a one big community. I mean, and so
that's what's so great about this is it's
Yeah.
a community. Everybody's supporting each other. I mean, the
Yeah.
brick and mortar guys, nobody's out cutting each other's throats. Everybody's working together. Everybody's
Right.
trying to expand our I'm not going to say addiction, our passion.
Yeah.
yeah.
The cigars are an entryway to the community.
Yeah.
That's really what
Yeah.
it is. It's not an addiction. You're addicted to the conversation. You're addicted to each other. The
Yeah.
cigars
Yeah.
are just a way to get into that.
Okay, so I have to ask about pairings. So John and Little John, what's your favorite thing to pair a cigar with? Coffee, bourbon, Diet Coke, what?
I'm usually Coke Zero or I have Dr. Pepper.
Woo!
So
I was a Scotch guy. They turned me into a bourbon guy here. But today I'm drinking Jameson's Triple, which John's.
Oh,
wow.
I'm
Yes.
enjoying mine.
I did save the computer from it though, so we're still on. Yeah, there's a couple too many wires running around that.
But it's a delicious variant of the Jameson's. Real super
Okay.
smooth. You can get
So
in
for our
trouble.
people at home, it's a Jameson Triple, right?
Right, it's triple distilled. Here, he's got it there.
Okay, gotcha.
So you know what? That sounds to me like it might go really good with a blackened cigar because it's a triple Lajero cigar or triple Maduro.
There you go.
I know you guys will correct me on that, but that just sounds like a pairing that might go well together. A triple Jameson and a blackened cigar, or that new Camacho triple Maduro that lost in some. So
I haven't had that one yet. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and raid the humidor.
Did you have?
I don't know. I have to look.
well, and guys,
the
listen
humidor
again. We
changes
need.
quickly here.
We've talked about you guys, Johnny, we've talked about your service and we thank you for that. But we would also be kind of kicking ourselves if we didn't talk about you guys just brought in, and we love HDA cigars. You guys have Zach and Andre cigars there now in Clarin, I believe. And that's just
We
tremendous.
don't have
I
them
love
yet.
it.
Yeah, we didn't quite finish the order up yet, but we're getting ready to pull the plug on it.
Excellent. Okay,
Yeah,
excellent
pull the
though.
Full plug. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
get them. We're gonna
Yeah.
get them in here.
There's a little miscommunication that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that can happen. Well, listen, when you get them in,
Yeah, it
the
happens.
first chance you that when you get those in, the first one you need to, in my opinion, is the. Now I fell in love with the Cataclysm from them.
Yes.
Is that right?
That was
Yeah.
excellent.
I'm not sure because we
Yes,
try
that's
so
right.
many. So the Cataclysm.
Yeah, Josh has been smoking them a lot too.
I love those HDA cigars. My favorite is the Veiled Mutiny.
Yep.
I really like that one. The what is that? The Robusto size one?
Yeah.
That one's my
Right.
favorite. HDA.
So just wanted to get
He
that
sent
with
us
you.
up a couple of sample packs, and we smoked them pretty quick. They're excellent cigar.
Yeah, and I found a
Oh,
shop
yeah.
near me who has them as well. State Line Cigars in Elkton, Maryland. Stocks
Okay.
them as well, so I've been swinging by there. Happened to be on the
Oh,
way
wow.
home from a hockey rink, so
Look at that.
that's
Oh, there you
very
go.
convenient to swing in there, grab a couple. They have a lot of great boutique brands, so I'll give them a small shout out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah,
Very
excellent.
convenient that they're 5 minutes off 95.
And so, do you guys? Hopefully, you guys will get the Sentinel. That's going to be the 4th of July release. So hopefully, you guys will get your order in time, because that's the one that they did with Lee Marsh from Stolen Throne Cigars. And I don't know if you guys have ever had the Crook of the Crown, but and we got to hang out with Lee at PCA, and just talk about another fantastic human being that just makes some fantastic cigars. I think they're all done down at the Rojas factory. But again, just really excited about the Andre and Zach are going to be in Tulsa in July. We're going to get to do an event with them here, so we cannot wait to hang out with them. And John, their rep, the Living the Beard Chubby Life, he sent me some Swifty beard butter. That's got my beard looking all good. So you got to use some of that. I got to go to the Dirty Birch. Not only does the Dirty Birch Media run the smokinsoundspod.com, but they also have a beard shop in my bathroom. So I got to go to the Dirty Birch beard shop, and she turned me up the other day. So I love her for that. She was kind enough to do that.
The beard looks beautiful. I just kind of want to rub it a little bit.
Yeah.
There we go.
Bob, you got a little beard working there too. You got the handlebar mustache. Look, you're styling and profiling.
I just keep forgetting to shave.
Oh,
I keep the mustache. The beard's just me getting lazy. Wow, man.
First thing I did after I retired was got this going. It just turned white. So.
Well, hey, look, I'm in the same boat with you, John. I'm a proud member of the Just for Men Beard Club, and so that keeps me looking good.
Hopefully, beards are just men, right?
Right, something like
These
that.
are lady beards.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always joke with my daughter and ask her when she's going to grow her mustache out.
Oh, wow.
Bob, I was thinking about your or Bulldog pipe. I bought a box of pipes from an antique sale one time, and one of those was a Columbash gourd, like a Sherlock Holmes. But one of those was a 1943 Dunhill Bulldog.
Wow.
And I bought this box for $15 from an estate sale in Midland, Michigan. And obviously those people didn't know what they were
right.
what they were selling Granddad's pipes. They were just trying to get rid of them. But those are my two prized pipes there. That Columbash has a meerschaum cap.
Yeah,
it's a neat pipe.
Wow. That Dunhill.
Nice.
Oh, man.
It's worth the money.
Oh, yeah.
In fact, they that was right around World War II, and I know they were making those as much as they were, and that briar was hard to get, things like that. It's a pretty valuable pipe, and those people had no idea. I didn't either. I was like, hey, pipes, and
that looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, my gosh, man, what a find there. So, definitely.
So before we get to the end of this, I wanted to talk about the sale we've got going on over at 4 John's Apparel, and then we'll talk a little bit about the Patreon that we're kind of running together. But John's, why don't you kind of tell us about what people can jump over to 4johnsapparel.com and what kind of deals they can find right now with your Memorial Day sale that you're running.
Okay, so the Memorial Day sale you're referencing is only for people who are here or at the tobacco pouch where you're saying right now. So we're doing $15 shirts throughout the weekend for anyone who's at either of these locations, but that also extends to the Patreon as well. So if anybody hops on the Patreon right now as a paid member for $5, you can get $15 shirts where usually $25. So you're definitely going to be saving a couple bucks. You can spend $5 and save $10.
Yeah.
Also, starting at the end of this weekend, we're going to be running a 20% off sale that runs through Father's Day. So if you need to buy your pop something, want to buy something for yourself, I'll think about it. You'll get a popcorn shirt. Oh.
Hey,
Popcorn. Yeah.
Popcorn shirts for everyone. But we'll select T-shirts, a couple hats are going to be 20% off as well. It's actually pretty good. I think like 50 shirts I put on sale.
Nice.
So it's a pretty good selection of shirts and hats that are going to be on sale for 20% off. And that runs through the 19th. But
my dog just ate my other
all
hat.
stuff.
That Smokin' Sounds hat's looking pretty nice.
Hey, this is a Fort John's hat. They got it in this color and in all black, Bob. So you got to get on FortJohnsApparel.com and get you one for sure.
Yeah. You need one. You need one.
I need y'all to make a button down. I'll pretty much
we
only
can
wear
do button downs.
Yeah, see, hey,
We can definitely do button downs
over here.
That's the boys right there. They can take care of you.
They got you. They got you.
Yeah, let me know what you want. We got you.
You could pair it with a popcorn tie.
Yeah. Was that a few years ago? Remember the tie I got you?
I know.
Yeah, so a few years ago, Father's Day, I got a tie with my face all over it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think you still have it.
I still have it. Oh, I
Yes.
have it, yeah. With him in a goalie mask.
Oh, that's even better.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Oh, yes. It was great. It was great.
So this is kind of the time of the podcast we like to go around the room. We'll kind of talk about what we thought of what we smoked and what did we forget to talk about. So I'll start. I absolutely enjoyed again, thank you, Nick, for the Blanco 9. Just absolutely loved it again. It was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was a bolder smoke. Thank God I ate something before I came. If not, y'all would have saw my ass laid out on the floor. But everything I've had from Blanco, I had one of the Philadelphia Warriors. Just great cigars made by great peoples. I think so on my end, I think we've kind of covered everything. I just personally want to thank both of you, not just for taking the time on your Memorial Day weekend to jump on here with us, but I wanted to thank you for your friendship and your partnership. It's meant a lot to me and Justin.
Absolutely.
At Smokin' Sounds.
Absolutely.
And I hope we represented you guys proudly at the PCA because we couldn't be more appreciative of you guys. So I personally wanted to have the opportunity just to say thank you. So Justin, what do you got?
Well, again, so I smoked the Cornell and Deal's Billy Bud to start things off. It was a smaller bowl. Again, very earthy, a lot of good cigar leaf, very nice aroma for what it is. And then I switched over to a Crazy Alice C note, a very small little smoke break cigar. Very, very earthy as well, but still yet a little bit sweet. But you can show them that. Yeah. And it's not as sweet as the typical Deadwood, but very nice. So I kind of switched over to that. So Bob the Goat, since you're sitting here, tell us your impression. Give everyone your impression of Bullseye or whatever it is you're smoking there.
Well, I did end up switching out to some Bullseye Flake.
Okay, so give everybody your impression.
I can tell you, it is one of the most interesting tobaccos that you're not ready for if you never smoked it, because it smells like a Virginia, and your initial taste off of it is that grassy Virginia with a little bit of that spicy Perique, and then that black Cavendish center sneaks up on you, and it's real sweet, and it makes all of it just mellow out and become this just wonderful medley of sweet and a little bit of spicy from the Perique. It's a wonderful smoke.
Excellent. And Josh, now what did you have, and give us your overall impression.
This is the Hoya Black. It's actually it's a San Andreas wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's chocolatey, earthy. It's good. It's got to smoke it slowly though. It's punishing, I think, if you're trying to do it too fast.
Yeah.
It's dark.
Hey, listen, I smoked one last night. Smoked it too fast, and I started getting that. My wife goes, "You look a little pale."
Nick sick, right? Nick sick. Yeah.
So the Hoya Black, is that's what you said?
Yeah, Hoya de Nicaragua.
The Hoya de Nicaragua Black. So we just want everyone to, if you want to run out and try one of these and see if you get the same deal. So John's, again, tell us about what you smoked there and your overall impression.
The Gambino, I'm still working on it. It's and I smoke fairly quick, so I'm getting a nice smoke out of this. It's delicious all the way through. One thing I do want to touch on real quick is I got to give a shout out to my old department that I worked for. Port Authority, New York, New Jersey Police. I was there for 93 for the World Trade Center bombing, and 9/11, that was our building.
Wow.
37 cops, the longest loss of life in any single incident in the history of policing. And I had the absolute honor to wear that uniform and to walk with heroes. We had friends. They were friends, they were brothers, they were sisters, and they were heroes, and we never really appreciated it. And they get kind of a raw end of the stick sometimes They're not very popular. We're not very publicized, and they're going through a tough time now with that LaGuardia crash. That was our trucks. The police
Oh, wow.
the crash fire rescue for the port, and between you, me, and everybody else that's listening, those guys did nothing wrong. That was not. They're trying to blame them for it, and they did exactly what I would have done if I was driving that truck at the same time. So just give a shout out to the boys and girls from the Port Authority. Like I said, I was just honored to wear the same uniform as them.
Excellent.
And I got to say thanks to Ahmed for letting us sit here and do our thing in his shop. He treats us like family.
And, oh yeah, excellent. Thank you, Mr. Ahmed. I know he's busy wheeling and dealing.
Absolutely.
Always.
He's making some deals on some new hats and T-shirts or something over there.
On from Fort John.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I'm just finished. Yep, I'm just finishing up the room 101. It's kind of stayed leathery all the way through, nice and smooth. And to finish up, I know you guys are wrestling fans. I know my dad has some wrestling stories from the airport, and I'd be remiss if I did not tee him up for that.
I'll give you my favorite. It was about 2:00 in the morning. It was back in the 80s, so they were in the height of their 5 nights a week, different city every time. And I'm standing there with another cop, and I see a guy coming down the stairway, beard, kind of like a reddish Adidas tracksuit on him, and he's walking up, and I'm looking. I'm like, this guy looks very, very familiar. And I looked, and he walks up, and he goes, "Hey, excuse me," and it clicked. It's Ted DiBiase, $1 Million Man. And he goes, "Hey, brother, can you?" He goes, "Can you tell me where Budget Rent-A-Car is?" And never said who he was. I'm like, "Budget Rent-A-Car? Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man? Where's the limo? Where's Virgil?" He's like, "Dude, I'm just really tired. I just want to go home and go to bed." But we used to run into a lot of them. Randy Savage was living on Staten Island at the time, so he'd come 2 or 3 times a week. A lot. Everybody was really good except one, and I won't disparage his memory, but we had a big problem with one wrestler once. We thought we were going to.
Wow.
Yeah, but otherwise, everybody was great. They were just great guys. A lot of fun to be around.
Excellent. That's excellent.
Because of this podcast, me and one of my coworkers just quote WWE the entire time we're at work. The other day I walk in and I was like, "Coffee in the big time."
We're having some influence, Justin.
When I was a volunteer, I was an auxiliary with New York City, and we did a couple of wrestling events at the high schools. I got to walk John Studd out.
Oh, nice!
I was his escort going out to the thing. Got to meet Andre that night.
Wow!
It was a good time. Yeah. Good people.
Man, that's awesome.
That's a whole nother episode. Just talking with John and all of his wrestling stories.
Oh yeah.
we're saving that for part deuce.
Well, John, you will want to tune in when you see us talk with the Bovida boys. You're going to be very interested in that episode.
And we were talking about Angel just a minute ago, and early on he sent me one of the best care packages we've ever received in the mail, and this is how thoughtful the guy is. He knows that the first cigar that me and Justin ever had the opportunity to smoke together was the Punch Maduro, which is no longer in circulation from what we understand. But he sent us a 5-pack of Punch Diablos, which is kind of supposed to be take the place of the Punch Maduro. So Justin had one on our way down to New Orleans and highly recommended it. Said it was very reminiscent of the Punch Maduro.
It took me back to what 98 when we went in there.
Yeah, 98.
We went to Tobacco Pouch. I took Sean in and said, "Let's try a cigar." We tried a Punch Maduro. This is 1998.
I was only 1 year old.
Yeah. You like to remind us of that.
Yeah, I was just born, so
I have.
Thanks, Johnny.
So if you guys if you want to know a Punch Maduro, you look for a Punch Diablo, and that is it is as close as I've ever come to the original Punch Maduro. So just to throw that in there.
And just one other thing, I this is more kind of personal for me that I wanted to mention. We have some good friends, Jim and Lindsay. They do the Children of the '80s podcast, and Jim had surgery. He actually had a kidney removed, and so I wanted to wish him a very speedy recovery. And I hope to hear him. Lindsay's having a couple of exclusive co-host while Jim's kind of recovering from that. But me and Justin and just all of this community, even though they're not a cigar podcast, they are dear friends of ours, and we want to wish him a very speedy recovery. And if there's anything that this community can do for them, they know that we're here. And we've got some guys, we've talked about Angel, Ben, the Cigar Sabbath, Josh over at Ash and Iron, Swingwater Lounge, obviously Mr. Ash, the Big Wolf, and his wife, Cowboy HD. But I also wanted to make sure I mentioned our good friend, the Crafty Beard Traveler. He's been a big supporter of us, and Ivan over there, the Bad Hombre. So, guys, again, thank you guys for all your support, not just for us, but also for the Johns over there at 4 Johns. So anything else we got there that we forgot? Anybody?
I got an update on Brian.
Yeah. So
okay.
Brian is the Graham. How do I say it, Justin?
Grand Poobah.
Poobah of the Tulsa Pipe Club. He had it was inevitable. Listen, people have started making a drinking game of how many words I mispronounce, so they're usually drunk by about the first 2 minutes. But so I leave the big words up to Justin now, so they have to stay sober. But Brian had some medical issues going on. So Bob, go ahead and fill us in. We'd love to have an update on Brian.
Well, most recent update is he has been cleared from pretty much everything. He's still got some recovery to do. He had a heart attack, so he's been in and out of the hospital, in and out. They ended up going to a specialist out of state, but he is back. He is home. He's doing well, and he said that he's going to try to come to a pipe club in the near future.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's been a while,
We definitely have to make sure we're covering that.
So Bob, when is the next? I know Brian's not going to make it to that one, but when's the next pipe club meeting?
That is tomorrow at 6 p.m.
Tomorrow
here
at
at the
6?
Tobacco Pouch.
If you are in the Tulsa area, come on by the Tobacco Pouch.
It doesn't matter if you're on the Facebook group. Just show up. We want to see you.
Right. So Tulsa Pipe Club. So so thank you for that. A lot of our, we've mentioned Brian before. We've kind of talked about his situation. So that is just really, really good news. And it seemed like I've known Brian forever. But I'm just glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, thank you so much for that update. So, all right, boys, I'm going to throw it back over to you. You guys got a special guest sitting in over there with you at Clarion. Who you got standing behind you?
This is Wayne. He's our resident grouchy retired attorney. And if you catch him in the lounge, he's got some good stories.
He looks like a gentleman that has some good stories.
You look like someone who has good stories. Yeah, if someone gives me a good cigar, I give them a good story. That's what I charge.
Hey, keep that guy's hands full with some good cigars. I can tell.
We do.
Excellent.
You want to talk about the shop hours here?
The shop is open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., I believe now. 6 days a week. We're off on Sundays. We're going to be closed this Memorial Day. But come on in. We have it. It's always a good time. There's always somebody here. I'm here most afternoons, so if there's nobody else here, you get to talk to me.
Yay!
Come in anyway.
And listen, it seems like you guys had a good crowd there at Clarion. We've had a great crowd here at the Tobacco Pouch. So again, just from the bottom of my heart, I just appreciate you guys so much. Not just for the t-shirts, but for the friendship that we've developed, and I just look forward to all this blossoming into more and more as we continue to grow all this together. Obviously, I'm always appreciative of Bob the Goat and Josh and my brother, even though he wouldn't come over here and get on the mic and drop it like a vandal. He used to be the Oklahoma State karaoke champion for 90s R&B and hip hop. No, I'm just kidding. But he very well could have been.
He could have been.
But Pipe Mike unfortunately had to leave. Obviously, we always love Pipe Mike. It's always a good time with him. And so if you guys don't have anything else, I guess we'll go ahead and drop a little some of our old intro music here. We're taking it back to the old school because we're some old fools.
And so So
Work on it. Okay.
I'm gonna work at the. So we're gonna drop the leg on this episode from the top rope.
That's right.
Yes.
We're
There
gonna
you go.
tie.
There you go.
We're gonna tie a ribbon on this one,
Oh
Justin.
no! Oh,
Listen, thank you guys again. Make sure you're following at Four John's Apparel on Instagram. Make sure you're following us. SmokingSoundsPod.com will get you everything you need. There's also links to the Four John shop. Just jump on the website. Bam. But wait, there's more. I promised Jason I would get but wait, there's more for him. We also have the Smokin' Sounds Cigar Lounge on Patreon. Join for free. Join for $5. Listen, just come hang out with us. We're a couple of knuckleheads from Tulsa. There are a couple of knuckleheads from up in Pennsylvania. We're just one big knucklehead community. So come hang out with some knuckleheads. We got a lot of stuff going on. And so that's going to be a wrap on this episode of Smokin' Sounds. Hey, thank you guys so much for listening. And listen,
you,
remember
boys.
to follow
Appreciate
all
all you guys.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
And make sure you follow us at Smokin' Sounds Pod, SmokingSoundsPod.com, powered by Dirty Birch Media, so you never miss a beat
Or a draw.
Hey, so until next time, keep your cigars lit,
those
your pipes packed,
and the sounds smoking.
Smoking.
Awesome.
All right, we got it recorded, gentlemen.
Thanks,
Woo,
guys.
man.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank you so much. That's fun.
Yeah, man.
Man.
It's awesome, man.
That was
They're gonna love it.
that
So
was